Hey beautiful, this is Sarah Maricha White, and I just kind of want to talk to your body about some neuroscience and about consent. So I figured this is a beautiful place to start. Since that's a really big conversation, first I'll just put on some vibes. This is called Gong Bath. Slow Riffs is the artist. And just kind of let you vibe out for a second, and then I'll bring us into a quick breath together to connect, to ground, and then I'm gonna spill the tea. All right, enjoy. Super vibey, right? I be chilling, listening to vibe music all the time. That is how I survive right now. Anyways, so find somewhere comfortable if you can. If you're driving or moving around, that's cool. Just take a second to think about comfort. Even if you're walking, how can you walk different? That feels good for you. Is there anywhere that you're holding in your body? If you're sitting down or laying down, can you spread out a little more? Is there anything soft that you want to have with you while you're doing that? Or even if you're working, what can you caress? Where can you bring in some softness? How does the paper feel? How does the keyboard feel? Just kind of remembering we have a body. These bodies are so resilient, but also need a space to relax and receive. And I'm learning I gotta create that shit for myself, so I'm bringing y'all on the ride with me so I can be brave and have this conversation. So just take a deep inhale. I'm gonna count you in. I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1. We'll exhale everything out. And then we're gonna inhale together for the count of 6. We're gonna hold at the top for the count of 6. And then exhale everything out for the count of 6. If it's available to do with your nose, that is ideal. But if not, you can do it with your mouth, kind of making a straw shape so you can control the air. Or if air is something that isn't really an accessible tool for you, think about just an energy moving in and out, just your own energy. It's nothing deep, but just a pulse for that amount of time. So I'm gonna count down from 3, 3, 2, 1. Exhale everything out of your system. Just for a second. And then now we're gonna inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, you can let the practice go. So fast we can kind of gain a little more control over our reality. But for some reason, I won't go into the reasons, okay? I just got everybody in a vibe. I was about to talk about, the capitalistic, patriarchal society, but let me slow my roll. So as a lover of the brain, I've been really trying to stretch mine lately because I have some habits that I'm just struggling with, like both relationally, my relationship with myself, like the ways I put myself down or like doubt my essence, the ways I doubt that I'm right, like my body's telling me the truth, like I need somebody else to tell me that I'm right. Yeah, it's just like, as somebody who works on bodies and studies trauma, I don't even know how to control my own when it comes up. And that makes me feel so vulnerable and soft and young and sensitive and unsure. And I think that's pretty human. But anyways, there's this word that I recently learned about that I thought it'd be cool to share. It's called Neurogenesis. Number one, I love the word. That's hot. But, okay, so neurogenesis is something that, like, for a while, they only believed happened in, like, young folks. And it's when parts of your brain create new neurons. And it's, like, a particular part of the brain. But it really links to a lot of things. I'm going to try to calm down. Science makes me really like, Anyway, so it is in the hippocampus, which is like, it's a major component of the brain of humans. It's complex and it's embedded deep in the temporal lobe, so that's behind your ears. So you can kind of like touch right behind your ears. That's where the hippocampus is, which is really cute. It's close. I love that spot. So it processes sound and it encodes memory. That makes me think about all of the different things that our body is remembering and how it's also remembering things based off of like sound that's outside of our own perspective and understanding. So like, for an example, if you're in a body where you can't hear, that's going to be a certain experience and your body's going to relate a certain way. If you're in an environment where you hear things that are really volatile, that's going to make you behave a certain way. If you're living, like a lot of us grew up in the hood where the noise pollution is toxic, your body's constantly listening to that. And I just had a sigh like, this is juicy information just to understand even deeper in my body why things go down a certain way in my life, why I respond a certain way in my life. And so anyway, the major role for the hippocampus is learning and memory. And this is what I thought was weird. It says it is a plastic and vulnerable structure that can get damaged by a variety of stimuli. I'm like, bitch, what? Okay, cool. If you're still with me, I'm only gonna go a little bit deeper. But I was like, okay, I gotta breathe. I didn't know I was always this into science, but apparently it's like gets me going. So thank you for listening. So as you get older, they discovered, we still have neurogenesis. We still are rebirthing neurons, which means if we can change our environments and what we hear and what we're around, we can heal that. There's a possibility to continue to shift the style of neurons that show up. And they can sit with all the old stories, all the old patterns. Like, once you're aware of it, you're like, okay, this is cool. We're doing this, right? And it's not easy. I fail every second. But when I have seconds, when I understand, remember, I want to share them. Because it felt so clear to me in that moment. And when you lose the function of neurogenesis, which is pretty common as you get older, due to our lifestyles, due to hormones, and due to age. I mean, for all the reasons, I don't know why, but what happens is there's different neurological conditions. So it shows up as depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm like, oh. So have a lot of us all collectively not been in spaces where our bodies can process and where we can rest, where we can be. Anyways, I feel like I just said a lot, so I'm just kind of like taking a second. I'm gonna give you this song, Tibetan Philosopher by Kazuya Nagaya. Beautiful name. And let you vibe for a second, and then I'll let you know what else I was thinking, okay? I had to get a little bit of wine. I'm back now. Okay, where was I at? Oh, hold on. My notebook. I be getting on a rant. Okay, I'm back. So, if you have lack of the neurogenesis, it can be linked to a poor ability to discriminate against scenes or episodes in one's life, causing misinterpretations of emotional states. So this makes me feel angry. This makes me feel angry because I don't think a lot of us have the choice. So this brings me to subject number 2. There's something about call-out culture that has created like more uneasiness for me, honestly. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go there. I feel like people that were called out weren't held accountable. And I think it's because the whole system benefits off of some of us experiencing things that don't affect some people. I'm just gonna say that, and we all know. But like, why is it easy to turn an eye when it doesn't affect you? And what makes me feel livid is how it leaks into the world that we're trying to build. Wow, that thunder sound came on. I'm like, whoo, oh my goodness. But basically, yeah, I think that it's time. We're at a time where everybody deserves to at least try to feel safe in their bodies when they are out. And I'm like, why don't we talk about simple things like, can I rub you? Can I touch you? Like, honestly, I love touch if it's a choice, right? And, you know, I just feel disappointed when I'm thinking about putting like dynamic star being of children into this world, that we as adults are still not taking care of each other. Really makes me think. Starts with me, you know, starts with you, starts with all of us. And it can get luscious, honestly. Like, at first it feels uncomfortable asking more questions than you're used to asking, but yo, now when I get touch that I want, I can feel it so much more in my body because I can be present. And learning my presence has been the richest gift. I used to just hand it out. I used to just hope I was worth it. And now it's my home. That thunder sound, oh my gosh, I don't know how to pronounce this. Geatkeej, A with an apostrophe over it, BRI. That was the name of the song, and the artist is Biosphere. Lady. Anyways, this one is called When You Were Asleep, Pablos Eye. Ooh, the album's called Dark Matter. Meow. Anyways, I know I be going deep, but just trying to be more of who I am. Trying not to be afraid to do something different. And shit ain't gonna happen unless you start somewhere. So thank you for listening. I'm gonna bring you out with a little bit of maybe breath work. We'll see. Just something quick. The song in the background is going to be Melon City by Dream Carpets. These names are wild. Ooh, Lord. Wait, I think I missed another one. The one before it says, When You Were Asleep, Pablos Eye. Anyways, you have them all. I think I did say that. Okay, cool. All right, I'm back. Settle in again. Like, whoa, we just talked about deep stuff in the brain and then deep stuff in community. It's kind of wild, but we're still okay. You're still here. I'm still here. Can you close your eyes if you can? If you can't, that's cool. If you even want to look at the floor in front of you, somewhere soft to focus, or if you're moving around, maybe just like drop your shoulders a little bit more. Not too much if you're driving, okay? And if your eyes are closed, or if you're looking down, Take a deep inhale whenever you want. I'm not going to tell you this time. And exhale with an open mouth. One more in your own time. Deep inhale and then exhale with an open mouth. Can you feel into your heart space, like not where you think your heart is, but the center, like the center of your body right there, where the heart center is. One hand over the other if that's accessible. If it's not accessible, you don't even need hands, yo. Just bring your energy in there. You don't need to feel anything, just bring your energy in there. It's our birthright to be safe enough to keep our energy in there. I don't know if y'all know, but the heart was the first spark of ignition in our whole body. The brain was curled down, touching the heart in the embryonic process. It's so sweet to me to imagine them curled up, touching each other, and the heart started first. A highly intelligent part of us. Makes me sad that we can't be able to stay there. It actually makes me really sad. Apparently I needed to feel every emotion on this episode. By the way, it's called Phoenix Sky Venus. I'm thinking about changing my name to that, but for now it's just going to be the name of this podcast. Phoenix Sky Venus. I love you. Please take care of yourself. Please keep trying. Please send love back to me. I appreciate you for listening. Again, this song is Melon City, Dream Carpets. You can vibe out. Good night, good day, good afternoon. I love ya. I love you so much.